Aubameyang, oh brilliant! He took it first time and with devastating effect. Put through by Steve Bold, would you believe it?
I don't want to waste what's left. The storms we chase.
The game, according to the referee, and Bergkamp certainly life in hand.
No, I don't want to waste what's left. And on we'll go.
Henri, what a goal!
Dance through the highways till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
He's in again, pushed out by Bartes. Wiltor!
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another show. Welcome back to the Blind Gooner. Listen, I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Listen, I've got a couple of things to talk about, and I know it's probably going to be a bit of a long one today because it's going to be quite interactive. The first thing is, listen, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about David Luiz, and he could be potentially out for the season. And then I'm going to talk about Are We Still a Big Club, which I know that's going to be the second kind of thing that I come to, because it's going to be one of them, in it, where I know lots of you would like to interact with that. So I want to start this show as well. I hope the camera's all right. If somebody in the comments let me know that the camera's good, because I'll push the screen back. Hopefully I'm dead center. But yeah, big up to everybody in the chat. I want to start by saying congratulations to my good friend Simpy, who his channel got monetized, and he reached 1,000 subscribers recently. I think it was over the weekend he'd done it. So yeah, I've not managed to speak to him personally, but I want to say, listen, congratulations on reaching that, because that is a massive achievement, especially on YouTube. It's quite hard to get that on YouTube. You know, it's if you don't put in the hours, you don't put in the graft, it's quite hard to get to a good number of subscribers. So yeah, congratulations, mate. Listen, it's I know you've put in blood, sweat, and tears into that stream. Into that channel, and I know you've worked really hard. And do you know what? There's a lot of dickheads on YouTube. There's a lot of disgenuine people on YouTube. You know, there's a lot of fake people on this platform as well. But Simpy, you know, he's one of the real guys. One of the real guys who actually, you know, is genuinely a nice and kind, genuine person. So, yeah, really, mate, congratulations. And I hope your channel moves on to bigger and better things. All right, let me start with David Luiz. Actually, let me say hi to a couple of you in the chat first. Before I big up Ricardo in the chat. Big up Tom. Big up Anne Samagic. Big up Liam. Big up Omar. Big up Ian Gould, Ian as well. Big up Layla Aiden. I hope I pronounced your name right. Big up Arsenal Manic. Who done my intro? It's the best. It's crisp as well. Do you know what? I actually had a guy, a professional guy who does it for a living, do my intro. So yeah, that's you know, he managed to do my intro, which is really, really good. Big up Joanne. Um, let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. Big up James as well. I know you're probably not here now, but I saw you. I saw you in the chat putting your comments in there before I came on air. So yeah, guys, let's get cracking. Let's start with David Luiz. He could be out for the season. He had an operation. He could have had he had an operation on his knee, and he could be out for the season. From what I've heard, that it's not confirmed yet, and they're downplaying it, saying that he could be, it could be a couple of weeks. But personally, I think he's out for the season, and that's a massive blow to us, because he's been. I know a lot. Listen, I don't really rate David Luiz, if I'm being honest, but he's been one of our better defenders. You know what I mean? He's been one of our better defenders, which is absolutely mad. Which is mad, because I don't really rate David Luiz. So yeah, he could be out for the season. Honestly, he could be out for the season. This is a massive blow, because like I said, this season he's been one of our better defenders. It could be a massive blow, especially with the Europa League coming up. And listen, the team didn't cover themselves in glory at the weekend, did they? Let's be honest. They fucking just massively underperformed. And yeah, listen, I don't know, I don't know what's going to be the defensive pairing going forward, whether it's going to be Gabriel, whether it's going to be Pablo Mari, whether it's going to be Mari Gabriel, whether it's going to be holding Gabriel or holding Mari. It's just going to be an interesting one, isn't it? And yeah, it's mad. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the David Luiz thing. Liam Vince says David Luiz is better than Holding. Big up Seamus as well in the chat. Big up Paul Bridle as well in the chat. Omar says I'm going to come on very soon. Yeah, mate, anytime, mate. You're always welcome. Big up the real captain. Yeah, I was watching it earlier, mate. He went on for fucking ages, and it was great. It was really good. Tom says minor surgery 2 or 3 weeks. That's what I'm hearing, but I personally think he's not going to play again for us this season. I personally think he's going to be out for the whole entire season. I can't see him coming back, because you think 2 or 3 weeks. Let's be honest here. That takes us up to the end of the season anyway, because the season finishes, 17th, 21st of May. So yeah, you might make it back for the Europa final if we get there. But yeah, the season's practically over anyway. It's a massive plus. Not wishing injury or anything. Hopefully Arteta gets humiliated in the Europa, and then we can get a proper manager in. Do you know what, Arsenal Manic? I agree. And I'm going to come to this very shortly on are we still a big club? I'm going to be honest. I think David Luiz can maybe retire soon, so he can become a player / manage. So he can manager / coach, player / defense coach. Yeah. Yeah. Big up Grant. Thank God. Just as crap as the rest of them. Now Mari can maybe get a proper run. Gabriel is our best centre back, says the real captain. I agree. Luiz has probably done the rest of the season. Do you know what though? Gabriel's not really been playing that great. Really, he had a shocker on Saturday. What about Tierney? Do you think he'll recover in time for the Europa League? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I honestly don't know. Because you see, the thing is with Tierney, he's done this a lot. Have injury after injury. You know, he's just getting injured all the time. So I'm not sure. Nah, I've not static. I've not heard anything about Tierney. If we don't win Europa League, Arteta has to go, says Tom. The Premier League is so bad, but we keep losing games. That's why we are 10th. Yeah. This one from Grant. Arteta's season our season ended when Arteta won the cup in August. Yeah, mate. True. That's right. Would I play Saka left back if Tierney is out? I don't know. Probably not, because we've seen what he can do going forward, and I wouldn't want to kind of mess up. Listen, we're struggling to create anything at the moment as it is, so without weakening us anymore by putting Saka at left back. Even if you win the Europa League, it will cover all the issues. Exactly. The players next to Gabriel have dragged him down to their level, says Arsenal Manic. I think Tierney will miss the rest of the season too. Right. Let's have a look here. We're extremely lucky in the FA Cup. So yeah, that's the news on Tierney, guys. And I didn't want to spend too long on it because, listen, there's not really much to talk about. But I wanted to come to this real issue, and this is what's probably going to take up a majority of this stream. And let me know if I go dark as well, because I haven't got the light on because it's quite light at the moment. But yeah, if I start to get dark, let me know, and I'll go and switch the light on. And the question that you can all see in the title is, are we still a big club? Are we still a big club? Because let's be honest here, and this is just my opinion, and I'm probably going to upset a lot of people by saying this. I don't think we are a big club. I think here's the deal, right? And let me explain why I'm down this thought process. Because we've got a nice stadium, and I do, you know, like, it's sad for me to say this, but I just think we're not acting like a big club. I personally, you know, we got a nice stadium, fantastic stadium, you know, great fans, great support. But in terms of big club status, I just look at our decline over the last decade, and I don't think we are anymore, if I'm being honest. I really don't. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I just don't think we are a big club. You know what I mean? Honestly, don't think we are a big club. I'm shining brightly. Thank you. It's more than what Arsenal's doing right now. Real Captain says we should go back to 3 at the back. We're a big club by name, but not on the pitch. And that's the thing. Is being a big club by name enough to say that you're a big club? Do you know what I mean? Because I look at it. No, we ain't, because we're not finishing in the top 4. Says the Real Captain. Exactly. And I sort of agree with that. You know, because we're struggling. And Arsenal Manic says, exactly, we're not operating like a big club. We're on the same level of West Ham, West Brom, and Burnley, etc. And that's the thing. Do you know what? Even West Ham's ahead of us. Do you know what I mean? Even West Ham's ahead of us. We lost our big club status around AFT as AFTV got big. As around the time that AFTV became popular, became a massive meme around 2017. Do you know what though? Like, here's the thing: I don't even think AFTV are to blame for our decline. And you know, I'm not. Do you know what I mean? I don't honestly think they're to blame. I think just the fact that the club have just operated. Arsenal are a big club. They always will be, but they're just not acting like it. They just don't have the attraction. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? And I want to pose this question to you guys. And I take your point, Grant, but I want to pose this question. When do we lose that big club status? What makes a big club? Because here's the thing, right? Yeah. And I love Arsenal. You guys know that. You know, I couldn't, listen, like Arsenal is just, the best in terms of the history. Listen, that I just, I couldn't be without Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? But there comes a point. How far do we have to go down the table, or because right now where we are, when you look at it, yes, we've got a nice stadium. Yes, we've got, we're not acting like it, but that was the same for, you think when Leeds used to be a massive club, then declined, and do you know what I mean? Like when do you say we're not a big club anymore? We were, but not now. New generation Arsenal who, but do you know what I mean? You just got to look at it. Raining cats and dogs. I might not be here for much. No worries, Omar. Nottingham Forest are a big club, but they're not had success. And that's the thing as well. When do we draw the line? Arsenal need a massive overhaul to even consider being challengers against said Seamus. Spot on, my friend. Would you drop Auba for the upcoming Europa game this week, says the real captain. I would drop Auba. Yeah, I would. I have a theory about Arsenal's social media team. I have a theory. I think they're being funded by the Cronkies so that he can still sell merch and preach to people that we're a big club, says Arsenal Manic. I don't know, like whoever controls the Arsenal social media thing needs the head testing. Do you know what I mean? We haven't won a league title in 17 years. What big club has gone that long without winning the league? Exactly. And that's the thing. And we're a big club on YouTube, says Arsenal Manic. And that's the thing. Just going back to Omar's point, right? We've not won a title for ages. So when does that become a? And listen, I'm not saying that I'm downgrading Arsenal or anything like that, but I've just sat here and I've been thinking over this weekend, and I've just been thinking that when do you say enough's enough? Do you know what I mean? When do you say, like, are we really a big club anymore? And how long does it have to be before we lose that status? Because let me tell you something now. Like I say, we've just been declining. And I tell you what, we're playing like a relegation side. We ain't playing like a big club. Big up ZH. What's the definition of big club? Exactly. And I guess that comes down to popular opinion. I guess that comes down to people's opinions of what they think is a big club. In my opinion, I think a big club is someone who regularly challenges for the titles, who's regularly up there at the top table, who's regularly competing for trophies, who's buying the big name players. And I'm not talking about these 2-bit Macedonians that are half cut price. I'm talking about your guys like Birdcamp, Henri, and you look guys like now, like you've got Haaland, you've got Mbappe, those types of guys, big clubs who are going to go after the biggest names because they know that the biggest names are going to be real successes, and we've just not been doing that. Like, we're looking, and this is the thing, without looking too fine a point on it, and I know there's some good players that you don't have to spend big, that are maybe not big by name, but big in terms of the performances. And I know you've got to look at those, but come on, guys, we're not even being considered for the top players. Do you remember when we had Henri and Perez and all the the winning sides? And when you look further back, we'd always be considered for the top players. The top players would want to come to us. What top player wants to come to us now? Could you imagine? Like, we're laughing at, and I know, like, people say we're living in dreamland, and I know a lot of people say I'm living in dreamland, but we should be looking at players like Mbappe. We should be looking at players like Haaland. We should be looking at players like Van Dijk, and do you know what I mean? We should be looking at those kinds of players. And the fact that, people are saying, oh, you're in dreamland if you think that. Why not? Why, to be a big club, you've got to sign the best. We should be looking at that, and we're not. We're not even spending big money. Look at Chelsea, right? Yeah, fair play, right? They may not be big as us in terms of stature and history and all that, but now you can't deny that they're not spending the money on those top players. And okay, yes, they might not have worked out. Guys like Kai Havertz and Werner, they might not have worked out, but they went ahead and they spent big on them. Do you know what I mean? It took Liverpool 30 years to win the title, but with their history, they would have still been regarded as a big club. Yeah, but here's the thing, though. History can only carry you so far. History can only carry you so far before you have to turn around and say, listen, we're not living in the history. We're living in the here and now and the future. We never won the Champions League, says Ricardo. Right, let's have a look. Roadmap says we're a big banter team, unfortunately. Big up Simpy in the chat as well. I hope you're still in here, because I've been working my way through all the chats. Listen, I want to thank you, Simpy. Congratulations, mate. Congratulations on getting your channel monetized. Congratulations on reaching 1,000 subscribers and monetizing your channel and that. So yeah, hopefully, listen, I know you've worked really hard on your channel. I know you've worked really hard on it. So yeah, congratulations. We're the world's biggest club on YouTube, says Arsenal Manic. Mate, you're probably right. Let's have a look here. Jesus Christ. Arsenal Manic says, Sentimental Kronk has said he's invested huge money, but he hasn't put a single penny. Look, I suppose when you look at that, and then that's the thing, we have spent quite a lot of money. We got Anish. I remember that Orba was being compared to Henry. What an insult to Henry. What an insult. Harry Simu said that it's okay to lose to Liverpool. Arsenal fans are overactive. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I don't mind losing to the better team, right? I don't mind losing to the better team if you've given 100%. So if you've given 100% in the game and the better team has beaten us, and you've just got, and and at the end of the game you've just gone, do you know what? We gave it all, but we just weren't good enough. We just weren't, we didn't have the quality. But to lose to Liverpool in the way that we done, to lose to Liverpool in that manner, it's not acceptable. We should be in the market for all the big players, but we're no longer a big club. How can a big club be on the end of cricket score? Exactly, mate. Exactly. Big up Dan. Big up Jamie. Here is a question: who is a bigger club, Forest or Man City? That's a tricky question. I don't know. That is a tricky question. Big up Alpha Training. Chelsea are definitely a bigger club than us. Let's have a look here. What have we got with these fucking comments down here? It took Liverpool to get new owners that backed the club, did things right, and then the success came, says Seamus. Exactly. Exactly. Big up Melina as well. Let's have a look here. Right, what's going on here? Fucking hell, these comments are moving like mad. Like I say, guys, if I don't get to your comments straight away, don't think that I'm ignoring them. It's just this chat room is moving. This chat room is moving faster than us on Saturday. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. What else we got? Where's Simpy? I can't see him. Mate, I can't see anybody. Welcome to my world. But yeah, like honestly, I don't think we're a big club. I honestly don't think at the moment. If Arsenal start losing big sponsors, then I think that'll answer your question on whether we're a big club. Sponsors always play a part, says Grant. Yeah, you could be right, Grant. And that's the thing. I don't know. Like maybe it's because of what's happened on Saturday with the way we played. I'm losing faith. If I'm being honest, I'm losing faith in Arsenal. I'm losing faith in the fact that where we're going, I don't know whether. I don't know. Like I feel like as a fan, and this is just my opinion, I feel like we're putting in so much to support this team and getting very little back. Do you know what I mean? And it's very hard to keep backing this crap. Do you know what I mean? And I love Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? I go home and away. I go to every single game. And I just don't know. It's mad. Let me. I don't normally show regular chats on screen, but this one is getting showed. This one's going up on screen right now. This one from Arsenal Manic right here. I'm putting this on the screen because this is commented the stream. Big clubs are in the market for the best young talent in world football. Arsenal are in the market for out of clubs pensioners. Is that how a big club operates? That is commented the stream. And I've got to show that on screen. Yeah. From what I saw the other night, there's a number of Arsenal players that play without a care from what I saw. Yeah, you're right, Seamus, and that's the problem. That's the problem. They got DJ Samuel as well in the chat. Soon there will be plenty of seats at the Emirates because the football is rubbish. My eyes hurt watching them. Mate, my eyes don't even watch them, so welcome to my world. That's hilarious. But you know what I mean? Like, I just honestly don't think we're a big club anymore. Like, I honestly like, and that's sad. Like, I know we are a big club. I know we are, but I just the way things are going, and you got to look at the decade of shit that we have just put up with as fans, the decade of crap that we have had to endure as fans, signing players, signing players that, quite frankly, are crap. And do you know what? Curtis, right, yeah, said a good point on his stream. And I was watching his whole entire stream. And he made a good point that when he spoke about signing players like Bentner and Santos and who's the other guy, Denilson. And he talked about signing those players. And do you know the funny thing is we've got a better team now than we did. We've got a team that's got better players in it now. But yet those players who are crap done better. Do you know what I mean? Big up Danny Cook as well. Hope you're well. This season has been so sad. It has. 2 decades, says Arsenal manager. Yeah, you're probably right. When you look back, and do you know what is sad, right? When you think about it, and I'm just going to be honest here and throw this out on the table. We actually started going downhill, and let me know when I get too dark because I know it is getting a bit darker here as well. When you look back on it, we went downhill as soon as we lost the Champions League final. When we lost the Champions League final, I reckon psychologically that did something to us as a club, you know, because you look at this, the time up until then, we were on fire, absolutely on fire, you know, and then the Champions League final, it knocked the wind out of the sails of us, you know, even after the Invincibles, even when the Invincible team broke up, we were still kind of like high off of that success. And all through that season in the Champions League, we were like, we could do something special. And then the moment that Champions League final ended the way it did, it kind of just, it's kind of like, it was kind of like having a fucking boner and then just losing it just like that. Do you know what I mean? And after that, we just went down and we've just been flopping ever since. Omar says, do you think we'll ever win the league or the Champions League in your lifetime? I don't know. I hope so. Grant says, Arsenal don't even operate like a business, let alone a big club. If you're performing badly in business, you normally get sacked. Arsenal, you just get new deals. That's spot on, Grant. How many more games are we going to lose this season? I don't know. I wouldn't like to say. Maybe the fans overhype the players as well. And I guess there's probably an element of that as well. Pick up Pratik. I guess, Liam, there's probably an element of that as well. We're a mid-table FC. Just accepted it now. Not Mina Aftu. Probably I probably just butchered that. Joys of screen readers. You're right. After this Champions League final, we went downhill. You enjoyed the. Oh my god! Fucking roadmap, rate roadmap. Seriously. We have lost a generation of supporters due to the last 10 years of mediocrity, says Ian. You're right. You're right. Here's a hypothetical question, says ZH. What would Wenger achieve with this team right now? That's a hard question because it depends what kind of Wenger we're getting. If we're getting the Wenger of the latter years, then probably not much different. Maybe he'll probably do a little bit better because he's more experienced. But yeah, if we were getting the Wenger of maybe 2009, 2010, that kind of Wenger, then we'd probably do all right, you know. We'd probably get top four, especially in this league season. I don't think we'll ever win the Champions League in my lifetime. Premier League, maybe. Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe were all top players in their European leagues. Lyon, Lille, and Dortmund. Arteta has managed to turn them into Sunday League players. That's a unique talent, says Arsenal Manic. Mate, you're probably right. You are right. We will lose to Chelsea, our last big game in the Prem. So Stamford Bridge as well, that as well. So we probably will lose to Chelsea. Pick up Joanne Smith. Hope you're well. We need Rafa. Static says, are you watching any games tonight? Everton versus Crystal Palace. West Ham versus Wolves. I'm not, mate. Do you know what? I'm actually really not. Roadmap, you joker. It was an analogy, mate. It was an analogy. I can promise you everything's working fine, mate. Oh, God, I can't believe. Jesus Christ. It was an analogy. So listen, guys, do smash the like button. Really smash the like button. We've got currently 21 people watching live. So yeah, please do smash the like button. And I can see it's getting dark in here, so I'm gonna go and turn on the lights. Yeah, I'm going to turn the light on because it is starting to get dark. So bear with me and I'll be right back. Keep firing those comments in and I'll be right back. Oh, right, there we go. So yeah, let me know if that's any better because it was starting to get fucking dark in here. Do you know what I mean? It was getting mad. It was getting proper dark in here. So where are we with the comments? Where are we with the comments? Fucking hell. I've scrolled right up to the bloody top of the comments and it just jumped me right up. Right, so where are we with the comment? Right, I've read that one, read that one. Read that one. Where are we? There we go. Where are we? Maybe Emery wasn't that bad, says Ricardo. You're probably right. You're probably right. Um, Jamie says, if you could buy 3 players and sell 3 players for Arsenal, who would they be? Do you know what? I'm not going to answer that right now because I am going to do a keep or sell show, and I'm going to get some guests on for that where we can run it through and then read the comments. It's not dark, it's very light. It's not, it just seems dark. Do you know what? I get the feeling it's dark. Yeah, mate. It didn't take me long to turn the light on. I think the whole team may be fed up with Arteta, says Joanne. Where do you think Arsenal will finish? 10th, mate. 10th. How long do you think it will be until Arteta sacks, says Joanne Smith? I don't know. That's a really hard question to answer. And it's probably a really hard question to answer because there's so many fans that back him. At the moment, he's not lost enough of backing to warrant sacking. So it's going to be a hard one until most of the fans, stop backing him. And listen, I suppose he's keeping his job as well because there's no fans in the stadium. If there was fans to express their concerns in the stadium, then it's going to be a longer kind of drawn out process. You know, it's at the moment he's keeping his job because there's no fans in the stadium. When fans return to the stadium, I can tell you now, if the results go like they are, he would not be in a job. They got Chadwick as well. They got Martis as well. He said things towards the end of Emery was way worse in my eyes. Mate, you've just got to look at the results. Look at the results. Look at the way we're playing, and then reevaluate that quick answer. Grant's comment. Oh, that's hilarious. Just get Liam Neeson to phone Liam Neeson's character from Taken to phone Arteta. I will find you, and when I do, I'll kill you. I remember that. Do you know what I mean? Those films were really great. Emery got us 5th. Would have got us 10th, but lower. We got us sacked. Keep or sell sounds interesting. Can't wait. Would you sign Van der Beek from Man United? I don't know. It's not the room. I'm not sure, Static. ZH says it's not the room that's dark. It's Arsenal's future that's dark. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. If there were fans, I think they may have been gone. Says Arsenal Manic. Let's have a look. So yeah, smash the likes, guys. I'm not sure what we're on. If anyone could put it in the chat, let me know how many likes we're on and let me know how many people are in the chat. That would be great. I always like to see. I can see it here on StreamYard, but you know what? For some reason, the StreamYard thing is a way delayed. StreamYard, right? There's like a fucking delay to the comments. That's why when you guys put comments in, you think I'm ignoring them, and it's not me ignoring them. It's StreamYard. Like there's a fucking delay. It's a bit like Arsenal's fucking performances right now. It's just a bit fucking clunky. Do you think we have any players that are similar to our old legends? Tierney and Saka. You've said Tierney and Saka. Do you know what? I'll probably agree with that. I would agree with that. Tierney and Saka are probably players that you probably look at and go, do you know what? They could probably get into um, the team of legends, but then even probably they wouldn't get into the team of legends, you know? Omar, you joker, he says, I trust the process. Arteta in my manager. Omar, you, oh, that's just made me laugh. Pick up Matthew Cariana. I hope you're well. So yeah, hope. So yeah, employing Arteta as Arsenal manager is like putting a toddler behind a steering wheel with the engine running. You're right. And do you know what? Curtis said it as well on his channel. He said, what club or what business, if you sent a blank CV in, would employ you? You get told to fuck off and get some experience. Not Arsenal. If you got no experiences, come right in. Let's give you a job. I think Saka is very overrated. Wow, that's a big call, Ricardo. That's a massive call. Arteta must stay, says Liam Vince. We haven't we haven't got one single player that will get into an invincible team as they were first class players. We've just got second class misfits. Oh, that's funny. Do you know what? I'm really enjoying the stream. I come on and I thought, do you know what? I'll do a stream. We'll have a chat about the big club status. I'll interact with you guys in the comments, and I won't put a time limit on it. I'll just go and I'll just run and run and run until things dry up. But yeah, I thought I'd just carry on and just read this. Static says you should go on Curtis's channel. Yeah, I've tried to get him on here as well. I'd love to get him on here. But do you know what it is? A lot of people on Twitter don't really read their DMs, so it's hard to get in touch. Get the Looney Tunes out the club, says Grant. It's an experimental job, says Arsenal Manic. Oh god. Arteta is driving this club headfirst into a tree, says Jamie. He has all the managerial tactics of a mashed potato, and is comparable to a broken mirror. I think I've read that comment right, and can't stand him. Get him out. That's a good comment, to be fair. Maybe Arteta is on work experience, says Liam. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like I've just had enough of this fucking mediocre football. And do you know what it is as well? Like, I don't even like. I'm gonna renew my season ticket because do you know how fucking hard it is to get season tickets? You wait on the waiting list. But I tell you what, for me, and especially the last couple of times, I've enjoyed going to the games. But for me, it's been more about meeting up with friends and going to the pub before, and just enjoying the day out. But I don't know, the football's not been fucking great. And I tell you what, when fans come back to the stadium, Arteta fucking brace himself for one hell of a fucking backlash. Honestly, he better add. Because I tell you something now, these performances, as much as they're not tolerated now, and as much as we're moaning about them, I'll tell you what, if those performances were in front of a packed Emirates or a packed whichever away ground that we're at, it wouldn't be accepted. It honestly wouldn't be accepted. I tell you what, talk about fucking riots and protests. There'll be fucking riots at the Emirates with performances like that. We've never had a manager that's made Arsenal both defensively and offensively inept. It's unprecedented. Do you know what as well, right? When you think about it, we always it's always been one or the other, isn't it? You know, like we've had good defensive Arsenal sides, and it's been we've lacked strikers, we lack a decent striker, and then we've had the attacking players, and we're as open as a fucking prostitute's legs at the back, and we just we're leaking like a pensioner's bladder. Do you know what I mean? So we've never really had the both together, defensively sound and offensively really great. Oh god. Jamie said Arteta's such a dislikable person. I hope he steps on an upturned plug. Oh god, that's just made me laugh. You should go. Yeah, roadmap. You know what it is? I know you guys say it, but it's if I get invited, innit? I can't force myself onto these things. I've got to be invited. Do you know what I mean? Think you'll get a match before the end of the season? I don't know. Probably not. It'll probably be next season now that I start going. Big up Shep as well. He's out when fans are back. You're probably right there. Let's have a look here. Static says 3-0 defeat or a free. Yeah, I saw that record as well, Static. And yeah, Arteta's breaking all the wrong records. He is breaking all the wrong records. Big up Nicholas Mancini. If we look like we did Saturday, Thursday is going to be a long night. You're right there, mate. You really are. Arsenal used to be 1 or 2 players short every season. Now we're about 10 players this Shep. Yeah, you're right. You really are right. And that's the thing as well. We used to be only a few players short. It used to be like we're the nearly team. Now we're going backwards. We are going backwards. We're not going forwards. Half of the stream I've got to go. Yeah, thanks, Arsenal Manic. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for popping by, Arsenal Manic. So yeah, listen, guys. We have 21 people in the chat. Smash the likes, really, please. Smash the likes. And do you know what? I can't believe I was doing this stream with a game of football on as well. I was looking at it, and I was looking at it, and I was like, when do I do it? Do I do it 6 o'clock or do I do it at 7 o'clock? But I went ahead and done it at this time. Also, guys, as well, I am going to be doing a stream on Wednesday with Zach and Helen. That'll be at that'll be at 11 a.m. So yeah, Zach and Helen from AFTV is going to be joining me for a chat about all things Arsenal. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm working on some other guests as well. Got a preview coming up as well. So yeah, lots of things coming up. Big up Scobie H. Big up Alan Attic. You know what, Scobie? Yeah, let me say this to you, right? Yeah, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. I'm not a fan of Arteta. You come on, you tell me why we should back him when he's got the worst record this season. He's breaking all the wrong records. You know what I mean? And people who've been on my channel long enough knows that I did back him, but there's only so much you can take. So come back with some, instead of telling me to back a man who's consistently failing, how about you try and give me some reasons, some plausible reasons about why we should back him instead of just telling me to blindly back someone who's clearly failing. Two teams are playing now as bad as us. Yeah. Static. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for tuning in, Static. Chef says I'll back him right out the fucking door. Legend. Absolute legend. I love that comment. That comment just sums it up right there. That comment just sums it up right there. Do you know what, guys? I've been going for pretty much an hour. So yeah, I'm gonna bring this show to a close. But yeah, listen, guys, I've got like I said, I've got Zach and Helen joining me on Wednesday at 11 a.m. I'm working on some other guests as well to bring on during the week, but I'm just waiting for a few replies. I'm working on a couple of shows, like I said, me, Simpy and Melina are going to be doing the podcast. That's going to be starting in May. So yeah, the three of us are going to be doing a weekly podcast. So yeah, that's going to be starting in May. So that's coming up very shortly. That's in the pipeline, and then I'm working on a couple of other shows as well, which is in the pipeline as well. So yeah, everybody do keep keep tuning in. To this channel. It's been absolutely brilliant. But keep smashing the likes because it does help the channel grow. It really, really does. It helps the channel grow. Like the last couple of streams, the last week, there's been loads of people in, over 30 people on most of them. At least, certainly now we're over 20 people in the chat. And I know, like for me, that I consider that a massive achievement. I know there are channels out there that are massively bigger. I know that there are channels out there that have like over 1,000 people in live chat. But for me, it's all about growing, building to that. Eventually, I'd love it if there was at least 200 to 300 people regular in chat. But you know what? You got to start small and work your way up, and that's what I'm doing. I'm working my way up to a bigger channel. So yeah, do share it around as well. You guys really help it, the growth of the channel. Share the channel around, share the content. But I appreciate all of you. Every single one of you contribute. Every single one of you in the chat. So big up yourselves, and listen, it's been fantastic. And I wanted to come on and do this. I wanted to come on and have this solo stream where I just interact with you guys in the chat. Because I'll always come on and do solo streams if I can't get guests on. So yeah, big up every one of you. All enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Look after yourselves. I'll be back tomorrow with a couple of streams throughout the day. Maybe not as long as this one, because this one was I just had a feeling that this one would go long, especially with the topic. But I'll come on and do like a couple of half-an-hour streams about certain breaking news. But yeah, listen, thank you to everybody who's tuning in. I'm going to go chill out and listen, all enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care, guys.